Well, thank you for taking some time with me. I just saw the film. It was incredible. Now, this
Thank
is
you.
your first big film, correct?
Yes.
What drove you to this project?
My mom, I got in her car. I'm just kidding. Got him. Um, no, the how I got this project found me because I actually met Jordan Peele, like in 2017. So like after he won his Academy Award, I just released this tiny feature called Kicks, and he was meeting young filmmakers and brought me in and just wanted to talk about the movie, which was surreal. And he was like, "Let's find something one day," and then cut to now, and had this idea came across desk and were like, wanted my take, and they were looking for a writer director to, make it their own. And yeah, I immediately knew like I get it. I could get this film. I was an athlete my entire life, and then definitely hit a point in college where I was like, no, I'm not. What are you thinking? And found film. So this was combining the two things I fell in love with, and the subject matter was just something that resonated with me. So
Yeah, I know you've done work with a majority black cast with The Shy and Black Monday. Were you nervous about filming something with with this many black characters that really steeps into black culture?
nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like the one Filipino kid in
Yeah.
a predominantly black community in the Bay Area, and so I grew up in black culture in a
Yeah.
way, and always black culture gave me my career. Like if it were not for Lena Waithe or Jordan, um, like I don't happen, like I
Yeah.
don't exist. So I wouldn't say scared, but always in respect
Yeah.
and not trying to be a culture vulture and not be performative about anything, but always bringing in, because I'm not a black man,
Yeah.
brown, and have experienced racism all kinds of ways other than what I am. But yeah, so I like whether it was Kicks or this, I always bring in Marlon and Tyreek to talk about their experiences as black men, and it's a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That collaboration
Yeah.
definitely shines through
So,
in it.
yeah. Always in
Absolutely.
tune with like, yeah, that.
Yeah.
So,
No, it was incredible. So, what does the term "goat" mean to you?
oh wow, the term goat. I guess uh, for me, it's complicated. um, for me, I feel like goat is just an approach. I think that it's not necessarily a thing that you become. I think it's like a thing that can be a driving force in what you're doing and like your dedication to a craft.
Okay.
So whether you're a basketball player, football player, musician, entertainer, I think yeah, it's if you want to be the goat of the thing that you do, it's yeah, like a
Yeah.
mindset.
Now, you mentioned you were an athlete earlier. I noticed while watching the film that there are a lot of influences in the way that like sports are filmed and things like that. How did you use those influences on directing this film?
There is a big crossover from sports to filmmaking for sure. That was the question, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
about
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Or
yeah,
not more so I felt like you filmed a lot of it like, The Last Dance or like I
yeah.
felt like a documentary aspect to some of the filming. Were there influences there?
Yeah, I think there's so much sports, and I hate sports movies where it's like, oh my gosh, guys, you just cut to whatever and then and you can tell when something's not inauthentic on screen. So the approach was also, in one part, shooting something in a language that people were familiar with, like Nike ads, or the real, you're there, handheld, frenetic, style, but then sometimes we try to subvert the expectations. So it was a challenge to be like, well, what would it look like if we just had the camera locked off and you were actually lensing it in a way that was indicative of horror? So the way I approached it with like my DP, even from like the early on, was like, yeah, when the mashup happens, it's like someone goes back to throw, and just where you put the camera will either make this position look like a knife coming down, like Mike Myers, or not. And so it's just choices like that that could make something subconsciously feel in the vein of horror and vice versa.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely put it across. It's like something I've never seen, honestly. So, what would you like the audience to take away from this film?
Oh man. Well, one, I don't usually like to answer that question just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I like people to take it, what they take from it.
Yeah,
But I would hope that there is at least a conversation or reflection
yeah,
about what it does take, and if that's necessary. I think that there's somewhat of a myth of, to be the great at something, you have to be an asshole or to do it a certain way. But if you look at people like Curry, or I mean, there are ways to do great things without being a dickhead, I guess. And yeah, I
yeah.
think and athletes, period. I mean, it really is like, I was kind of proposing the question of what happens when the athlete becomes a commodity, and how they're moved through institutions.
Yeah, I definitely think that conversation is going to come up. So,
I would hope that that dialogue comes up.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Justin. I
Thank you.
really appreciate it. Did I stay on time this time? Yeah, kind of. Well, thank you.
Well,
This
thank
was
you.
incredible. The film is incredible. So I
you.
appreciate you taking the time.